Okay, I think we should get started then. Hello there. I am the table! And this will be a bit of a different stream to the norm because I'm going to be playing Train Simulator Classic. Game I wouldn't usually play on stream, but hey, why not? And I was just considering what sort of train we should drive. I've thought of a route that we could use because it's a route I quite like driving. I'm thinking of doing this route. And well, I was just wondering, should we drive something really big? Something medium-ish size? Or a bit smaller? If we drive something smaller, I'll probably need to pick a shorter route. And also, I would like to prefer to drive a steam engine, because they're just a bit more interesting to drive, I think. Not to mention, I have like a lot of practice driving steam engines in this game, and therefore I will say I am pretty good at it. So, yeah, I was just considering what sort of thing we should go for. Because I had this thing already selected. But could we... well, maybe we could go for something like this, or... oh, I think I might know who that person is, actually, and they're using my real name. Anyway, I was just considering what sort of train we should drive, because we could do something really big, something a bit more medium-sized. Probably not something smaller, because then I'd probably have to go for a short route. And if we go for something sort of medium-sized, it does limit what we can use, because the reason I'm planning on doing is quite long, so I'll need something with a good water capacity, and I've got something selected right now that can get quite a lot of water behind it. For example, something like that could definitely not do the full distance, or that. That might at a push. I probably wouldn't, though. That definitely won't. That might. That probably would. That might not. Probably wouldn't, really. With the specific setup I've got for this thing probably would. This definitely would. This... same story as this one, really. How about we do something I'm just pretty sure will work? I'm going to drive a... it's a DLC by a developer called Precision Locomotive Developments. They're very, very good at what they do, and I think I'll drive one of them, actually. Should we drive... okay. I'm gonna ask the two people watching this right now. Should I go for a really big loco, which is this one right here, or should I go for the sort of medium-sized locomotive that's selected up here? I don't think I can, like, make a poll or anything, unfortunately. But I'm gonna give this a minute to cook. And somebody's left. Alright, guess I'll have to choose then. I guess I'll take the big thing, why not? Guess I'll pick that. I might make the weather a bit more interesting for a few reasons. Yeah, I think I'll go for that setup. Now, I'll make a couple edits, because there's a little sort of thing I want to do before we set off. This is another Precision Locomotive Developments DLC that I'm putting myself in. They're very, very good at Train Sim DLC. I think they might be potentially the best in terms of UK steam engines. And again, Caledonia Works is very good as well. I have noticed that it is sort of falling off the bottom of the screen a bit in terms of its, you know, what it's showing on the screen, but hey, it's not horrible. Go that number. I'm gonna go for the red nameplate. I'm trying to imitate a very specific one that I've seen in real life, so I'm gonna put that like that. And then, when I reload this, it should be the right one. Yes! Yeah, we're going to be driving this thing for a good distance. It is entirely in the platform, so it's in a good place as it is. Gonna make sure all of this stuff is closed because I don't need it right now. Make sure that's there. I'm gonna drive this with no assists at all, by the way. This will just be me and the machine. Might also just leave that. Yes, it won't make a difference really. It isn't showing everything on the screen, unfortunately. It should be showing all of that, but I can't get it to stay there. I wonder if I... I can't get it to stay there. Flip. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll just... I did not tell it to do that. Okay, whatever. Let's just get ready to go then. I probably misclicked there. No, yeah, I did. Right. I'm not going to put any more coal in the fire because it's already got lots in there. But what I will do is I'm going to try and... No, is it Control Y that does that? Okay, that button doesn't seem to do anything on this one like it does with the other. I'm trying to replace the discs with lamps, but hey, I'll just chill with the discs then. I'm also going to put a headboard on it. You know what, I'm going to try and find one that's approximately realistic for where I'm going. Okay, the doors have all shut, so I want to do this in a moment. So I've currently got the Torbay Express headboard. Where does that go? I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is effectively part of the Torbay Express. No, it isn't. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to make this realistic here. Nope, none of these really work. None of these are any of those correct ones. So I guess I'm just going to run it with no headboard. Alright, that's fine. Anyway, I think we should get ready to go now. So I'm going to turn that off just to be more realistic. I'm going to make sure that's open. I'm going to put the reverser, basically the gear lever, all the way up to 75% forward. And now I'm going to open that up. And then let the brakes release, and then do the driving thing. Got the 6,000. Yeah, I've got the 6,000 gallon tender on it, so it'll be able to go a good distance. Alright. Just wait for that to go up a bit more, and then... Yes. Well, that might be a bit much. A little bit I am aware how loud this is. It won't be doing this for very long. In fact, I think I'll close that now. At low speed, I'll probably keep the regulator around where it is, especially since it's accelerating decently. I think the safety valve might go off in a minute, so brace yourselves for a lot of noise. I think you'll get the gist from this that steam engines are loud. Yeah. It's 2:49 right now. That's about right. Pull this back a bit. Move to about there for now. Might slap that back to there and then open the regulator all the way. Yes! No, that's not the damper I want. I want that damper open, probably. I'm also going to open that up by a notch. I might get some coal shoveling in. I don't know how... Yeah, I think I am making... I think my voice is louder than the loco in this stream. So I think I'm good in terms of volume. By the way, I never told you how many coaches I'm pulling. I'm pulling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 coaches. So yeah, this is a pretty heavy train. And as I'm sure you'll learn from watching this stream, this route is pretty brutal in terms of hills. Good God, I don't even need both dampers on at full power and it's still... Oh, here we go. Yeah. Safety valves are noisy. Not as loud as I remember them being. Partially because I've also got a sound pack for this. Imagine hating. Yeah, imagine hating these things. Imagine having... hating, having. Imagine having... Okay, imagine having what? Imagine having one of these things? Oh, I'd love to. Oh my God, this thing pulls. I don't even know if I need that much coal in it. It's alright in terms of pressure. I'm already doing 55, good God. Okay, yeah, I might want to put the injectors on in a minute or so, because the water's starting to get to a iffy point, but... oh, look at that. Look at this, it's awesome. Whoa! Oh, the speed of this thing. Okay, I'm going to put that back a bit, partially because I'm going to need to put the water injectors on in a minute. After we've gone past this, I'm going to... Imagine not having the train. Stupid autocorrect. Yeah, the autocorrect can be a bit dim-witted. Turn all that on. Okay, yeah, the water's tanking. Okay, yeah, the pressure's tanking now. I'm gonna put the second damper on now. I'm also gonna let that off a bit, because we are definitely going at a decent pace. We're doing over 60 miles an hour. Which with 13 on is definitely not bad for one loco to be pulling. Because these Southern Railway Merchant Navy locos are very powerful. Like, very, very powerful. Don't know what's happening to my speed. It's probably staying about where it is, which is just over 60. Main point is increasing the water level and also trying to avoid my boiler pressure getting too low. It is currently taking a bit of a dive. As long as it stays above 200, I think I'm okay. I'm gonna get the fire mass up to about 1050, and then I feel like I'll be good in terms of that. Smoke's turned a slightly darker colour. That might be something to do with a couple things, I'm not sure. I'm going to let that warm up, because it does take a little bit for the fire to heat back up again. And I don't know if using the blower will do much of anything at this speed, or with this amount of power applied. Ah, there we go, the boiler pressure's going up again, so I'm going to slightly increase. I might get that up to 190, 200-ish. Something about there. That's still going up nicely. Right, it does help that I can now definitely turn off the injectors. I'll put that back up. See what happens. Oh yeah, the boiler pressure's shooting up. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put that back there now. Oh, I think I'm about to get to White Bull Bank now. Luckily, we're going at a right pace right now. Might reduce that to get the steam chest up a bit more. Try and get that to thereabouts. Nope, that's tanking the speed. Okay, yeah, I've got to put that back up there then. Yeah, because then the cut-off, it's admitting steam for enough time to be able to keep speeding up, which is what I want. In fact, I'm going to fire it a bit more. Also might maybe turn the rear damper off again. The fire's getting real hot. In fact, with a fire this hot, I don't even think I need more coal. I might let it go down a little bit. Then again, we're about to get to White Bull Bank, which is a 1 in 80 hill that lasts for a good few miles, which is not nice in a steam locomotive. Oh, that looks so cool. Seeing all the coaches behind me as I absolutely hammer along at 66 miles an hour. Oh, yes. Because this is a steam rail tour, I am, like, generally, steam rail tours are allowed to go up to 75 miles an hour, so that's the fastest I'll let this go. We're going uphill and speeding up. What is powering this thing? Oh, God. Right, the water's getting lower again. I'm going to pile in some coal. And also I'm going to put one of the injectors on. Just one of them for now. I'm also going to turn that damper back on. Yep, that's tanking the pressure. We're still doing 69. Nice. And we're on the steepest bit of White Bull for the moment, so I might let that do a bit more in terms of its magic. I'm just spamming the firing key right now. Don't know if you can hear that. Okay, yeah, that's still going down. Right, I'm going to have to intervene here. Okay, the speed's definitely going to take a dive now, but... yeah, because we're on the worst bit of this hill. I wonder if I can increase the heating thing. Is that what that is? Don't know whether that will help, but I'm going to try doing that. Okay, that's definitely enough coal now. Might be a bit too much, actually. I might have smothered it slightly by that point. Got all the injectors on. And the pressure's still going down, I think. Unless it isn't, actually. I might be able to increase the... No, it is still going down. Oh, slightly. No, not sure. Yeah. Good bit is, we're still doing 50 miles an hour up a pretty nasty hill, so... I think we'll be okay. I would rather have higher pressure than this, but it could be a lot worse. And I am going to have to follow some procedures to not die in that tunnel. Do you know why? Because otherwise, basically the exhaust gases might go back through the chimney, through the fire tubes, out the firebox, and turn the fire hole door into the chimney, which would set me on fire, essentially. So I'm going to close that, turn that on, basically, to make the draft absolutely ridiculous through here, and make it really noisy, because tunnel. There we go, we're at a point now where I can have enough cut-off to be more or less cruising. Until we crest the hill, in which case I will go insanely fast. Shut one of the injectors off for a moment, because that water level will tank when we crest this hill. And I can see where it ends there, and I think we're going over it now. Yep, that's where it was. Okay, right, we'll see what happens to the water level. If it goes down really fast, that's fine, because, no, I'll leave that high, actually, because then we'll be using the steam we're producing a bit better. Because the steam generation rate is absolutely ridiculous right now. Yep, I definitely need the other injector on. Okay. So I can shut that off and open that back up a bit. I'm pretty sure we're coming closer to the first stop, so I might chill out a bit on the power in a second. I might wind that down a bit. Might pull it in a bit just to avoid going absolutely ridiculously fast by the time I actually need to stop. Because that would not be good. In fact, I'm pretty sure where the hill levels out at the bottom there is where the station is. I'm doing 62 miles an hour. I might want to pull that off in a second. Especially since the pressure's getting a bit low, and also, that's full enough. Pressure will be shooting up now, so I'm going to actually open that back up again. In fact, I think that's enough for the steam now, and I will now start slowing it down, because I can now see where the station is on my little map thing down there. Because the window's put itself in a weird place, it isn't actually showing the name of the station, but I know that is Tiverton Parkway that we're coming up to. Come on. Come on, brakes. There we go. That's what I need to be doing. keep it around 12 and a bit, or thereabouts. This does require some amount of control, this handle, because otherwise you end up with not enough braking, you don't stop, or way too much braking and you stop really hard way before the station. In fact, I do need to slow down a bit more on this, I think, so I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I want to increase that a little bit. No, I think I'll be alright. This station stop is always a pain. What's my pressure at right now? It's about 230-ish, that's not bad. Especially since we're not going to be going really hard for a moment. In fact, I want to be going slower than this. Also, I might want to pull that back to where it was. I feel like that might be somehow wasting steam if I leave that on. Not entirely sure what it does, but I assumed it would help on the big hill. Yeah, I definitely want to stop it now. And I don't even need that on now, because I can see where the platform is, because I'm on it. There you go, I heard the brakes applying there. There we go, lovely job. Am I entirely in the station? Very nearly. I've got a very long train and the platform's not quite long enough. Never mind, just some of the doors won't open, I guess. But yeah, that's not a big deal. Yeah, this has been going alright so far. I've got definitely enough water in there. I've got 85% boiler, which arguably is near treading on the level of too much, because then you could risk going up a hill and then suddenly the water carries into the cylinders and blows them up, or it goes in the dome, gets stuck in the regulator valve, and the regulator gets jammed wide open, meaning you can't stop accelerating. Neither of which are good, really. So I'm going to be very happy with the water level I currently have and not try and do something dumb. Might get a bit more shoveling going on while I set off, because I will need fire to get this thing up to speed again. Well, that might be too much. Yep, that started slipping. Don't want it to go much above there. Here's the thing about this locomotive, it is pretty sensitive to sudden acceleration. Mainly because it's got quite a twitchy regulator, and secondly, it's because it's got so much power that its axle load sometimes can't really weigh it down enough to stop it from doing what it just did. I'll keep the dampers off because that is a hot fire and we're not going very fast, so it's not going to be using a lot of steam. I wonder how much power I can use before it tries to do something crazy. I'm experimenting here. About that much. Not that, Jesus. This thing's being a bit eager right now. I think I'll put that there. There we go, really into it now. God, I love the sound this thing makes. Wait a minute. I thought the fire changed brightness when you did that. It doesn't, I guess. It's a bit difficult to make it visible, but you see where my cursor is right now. If I close the dampers again, you can see them opening and closing, look. That's what I'm doing to get more air in the fire to make it hotter. Speaking of which, I might want to put the other ones on, which are just back here, I think. Yep, that's them right there. Because this thing is working. That on, just to be a bit nicer to this thing. Wait a minute, how is that increasing pressure now? Alright, I'm not complaining then. Let's go! I guess I managed to get this thing's fire absolutely white hot. And now this thing is producing steam at... Oh my god, it's producing steam at a borderline alarming rate. And it's going up. I find this thing a bit more unpredictable than some other locos, because sometimes it produces basically no steam, and sometimes it produces it so fast you don't know what to do with it. Meanwhile, I might want to put the other injector on. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want to do that one first. That'll send the steam usage into overdrive. Good God. Yeah, suddenly I want to put that back on. Oh God, the steam generator just went right down. Yeah, that's a bit unusual. I'm gonna slam in a bit more coal. There we go. The usage rate's still higher than the thing. Okay, put that back there then. There you go. That's going to shoot up now. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to get it over the usage rate. Then I'll be able to increase the cut-off again. Lovely. All that's on. Good, good, good. We are moving. Doing badly. Slapping a bit more coal. Get up to 1050 again. 1050 seems like a nice number. Yeah, a little bit extra. There you go. Slap that back up there. And then we're really going to go, because now the water's... Oh, the water's really high. Okay, yeah, I definitely don't want to let that go any higher. Okay, the usage rate's gone absolutely mental, so I'm going to... There we go, that's lovely. There we go, now we're going. Oh my god, the steam generation rate's just gone completely out of craziness. Oh yeah, that's a place with a non-existent handle. Okay, yeah, we're going fast. Okay, yeah, I did not realise we were doing the speed limit. Okay, well, the steam engine speed limit. Yeah, this is how fast the steam engines are to go on a rail tour, 75 miles an hour. Good lord. I didn't even realise because we were going so hard. Might do that and I'll put that back up again. Probably put one injector on. One damper. There you go, that's a nice balance there. Yeah, we're going at a right pace now, look at this. Look at us compared to them cars. They're probably doing 70. We're doing 75. Look at this. Imagine being on that road and seeing this thing overtaking you. Me personally, I think that would be the coolest thing ever. Look at this. I wonder how close I am to my next stop. Oh, I'm not far, because I'm about there-ish, and the stop's there. Good. Yes. Might put that damper back on because it's slightly struggling for steam now, especially since the water's getting a bit low. Right, I'm going to pull that back then. The water, if the boiler pressure gets a little bit low, it won't matter as much since we're already going bloody fast. I'll go up to 1075. Yep, that's good, lovely. Yeah. We're zooming. Yeah. Oh, my dog's going absolutely nuts downstairs. You've got to be kidding me. If he does not be quiet, I might have to just pause this and then go and shut him up. My god. Oh god, yeah, that fire's insane. Damper! Ugh. Oh my god, I'm using so much water. This is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, now the boiler pressure's gone completely mental. Luckily they're going slow enough to be able to turn that back a bit. Yeah. Not, oh, we're definitely not doing badly with pressure. That might set the, yeah, it's definitely going to set the safety valves off, isn't it? Water's not doing bad. Safety valves. I can't even hear myself speaking. I bet you can from my microphone. It's probably really loud over there. I don't know what that's showing. I feel like this is fairly reasonable volume to be speaking. It's slightly louder than the safety valve. Okay. Oh, yeah. Speedy now. That mega speedy. Right. Damper off. Fire. Hot. Definitely don't need to be going that fast. I might take this as an opportunity to put both the injectors on for a bit. Especially since I do need to kill off some of this steam to not be wasteful. You know, keep that usage rate just slightly above the production rate, just for now. And just that much coal to keep it happy. Lovely, lovely. There you go, that pressure's doing a bit too well actually, that's still going up somehow. Alright. At least it's not tanking, it's easier to deal with pressure that's too high than pressure that's too low. Keep that there. Don't know why I'm fiddling with the cab doors right now. Ah. Glad I noticed that whistle board. That's something telling me to slow down. Indeed, I mean that signal's green, but there's a 65 limit coming up in a little bit. Might keep it at this speed for a little bit longer. What I will do is I'll shut these injectors off. First I'll turn these dampers. You know, with how much that's complaining. Well, where's the next signal? Okay, yeah, I think I missed a signal. I'm going to start slowing down. That's generally why you have both a fireman and a driver, like a fireman to deal with the water and coal, because then you don't end up missing things like I do. Yeah, I can see a yellow signal up there. It's a double yellow though, so I'm okay. I'm still going to slow it down quite a lot though. Yeah, judging by that being a double yellow, that means this signal here is red. Perfectly fine in terms of coal, perfectly fine in terms of water. That's still going off. Mainly because of this. And indeed I will... Why is it brakes released partially? That's so annoying when it does that. Anyway. Okay, yeah, that's bumpy. Right, I'll slow it down more than this, because I think I'm going too fast. Just over 10-ish. That seems about right. Going to go off again, I bet, because of that signal. Yep. If I don't turn that thing off, it will automatically apply its own brakes. And yeah, that's a single yellow. That confirms it. The next signal's a red. I need to be prepared to stop. I wonder if I... Yeah, I can see it from here. It's that one. It's currently blocked by the smoke deflector. There it is. Slow down. What am I doing? I get it. The signal's red. Shut up. The game's lagging. It's because we're pulling into Exeter. Exeter's a big city and therefore it lags the game. And now I've got basically no sense of speed. All I know is I'm going slowly enough. I forgot about the stream again. Ugh. We are pulling into a big station, though. And you have arrived in time for the best parts of this route. Shut up, you stupid AWS. Choo choo. Yeah, indeed. What I'm currently doing is stopping for a stupid red signal. But luckily I do know the hotkey to request signal pass at danger. Which, judging by the fact there are basically nothing in front of me, I should be cleared to go through. Request a pass signal at danger approved. Let's go then. But yeah, by the way, the Devourer of Intelligence, as you've just joined, this is what we're driving. 35005 Canadian Pacific, a Southern Railway rebuilt Merchant Navy class steam locomotive. Properly lovely thing to drive, honestly. Can gently open that up. Lovely. Listen to this. Is noise train. I know. That happens though. That's the safety valve stopping the boiler from blowing up. It's because the boiler pressure's gotten quite high. I might drop that back again. Will that thing shut up? Oh my god. That's why I'm trying to cool the fire down, because it's just doing loads of that. May as well use some of it to put extra water in the boiler, I guess that works. Don't want to be cruising much above that to pull into here. Yeah, speed limit's 25, so yeah, I'm doing the speed limit just fine. Don't want to slow that down too much. We're going to open that back up again. Alright. Boiler pressure's gone quite low, but that's okay because we're stopped. My god, the game's lagging. Open the doors up for passengers. By the way, Devourer of Intelligence, you see how long this platform is? Yeah, the front of the train's there, back of the train's there. I'm pulling 13 coaches. So yeah, it's quite a heavy train. They are LMS P3 coaches that I'm pulling. I probably want to get that water level up to about 85. Then again, that boiler pressure's not looking very good now. Holy moly guacamole. Yeah, it's quite a heavy load. Right, I'll let that go up to 85 and then... shut that lot off. I only had one injector on that whole time, just because... why would I need both of them well stopped? Anyway, time to get this crud moving. It's not crud, it's a beautiful locomotive. boiler pressure is not looking great. So, yeah, that'll definitely go up as we set off, though. Up towards 250, which is where you want to be when you're absolutely thrashing this thing to get it back up to speed. Maybe a bit more than that. There you go. Keep an eye on where that needle's going. No, we're good. And yeah, that boiler pressure's going up quite quickly now, I think. Yeah, Devourer of Intelligence, don't mind that you arrived late, because you are here in time for the best bits of this route. Because we are just about to go along the Dawlish seawall, and then the Devon banks. The latter of which is one of the hardest things to drive a steam locomotive over. Yay. Yay indeed, because this is going to be one hell of a rodeo. In fact, by now, we're at a low enough cut-off that I can just absolutely thrash this thing. At least until we're doing the speed limit, which for this little stretch of track is quite low. But, you see, there's a 75 mile an hour speed limit here. So once the entire train has gone past that sign, we'll be good to absolutely send it. I can have more power on with that. That's the sign. Going around a bend, so that'll help us see when the back of the train's past that, because this is a long train, believe it or not, because it's 13 flipping coaches. I think by now it's fine to put power on, because we're still doing a little below the speed limit. Open that up again. There you go. Yes! Listen to the noise of this thing! Oh my god, the lag. Yeah! Likely ban evader, restricted. In that case, like, yeah, it's a bot, just get out of here. Account created 20 hours ago. Yeah, that's definitely not real.
That's not sus at all, the fact that the account was created 20 hours ago. It's a likely ban evader and it's posting bot stuff.
Well, that... Can I get this... I can't delete the flipping... Hold on, let me just reload the chat. Hold up. Let me just get this chat thing to sort itself out. Show mod icons. Oh, why can't I just do that then? Why can't I just delete this message? Oh my god. Right, will it bring that back if I... Nope, it's done that. Okay, I guess I can turn that off. There you go, fix the chat. Just resize this thing. Bam. There we go, fixed. need to increase that a bit before I put the injectors on, so I'm gonna... I've mostly closed the regulator, and I'm now blasting the blower. It is still speeding up slightly, funnily enough, so it's not like we're really screwing this up. I think I might be okay to turn the injector on now. Get a better draft if I do this. The answer's yes, but I still need more heat in that fire. Crud, it's not increasing. Oh god. No, I did not want to do that. I meant to hit that. Why did I keep hitting the control key when I was supposed to hit E? I don't know. Still not at a bad pace, I guess. There you go, that's an insane amount of coal in there now. That's the most... I think this is going to turn into the hottest fire I've had this whole run. Oh, God, yeah, the smoke's turned a bit of a weird colour. Usually a smoke colour like that isn't ideal. Would be nice if I could have a bit more power play. It's not... It doesn't mean it's going to blow up or anything, it just means it's not burning quite so efficiently, and it's essentially, well, basically burning like crud. But that should go away in a bit when the rest of that coal catches. Which it should do in a minute, especially since I've got the dampers on to heat everything up. Yeah, this thing's got an enormous firebox. Yeah, that's definitely enough water in that now. I'm gonna shut one of them dampers. Put that back up there-ish. Now we've got lots of water in it, I'll be able to go really damn fast. So now this thing... Oh yeah. I just realised the regulator's not even fully open, there you go. That's a bit more like it. Ooh yeah! And look at how nice and white the smoke has turned. That means almost all of that's coming out of this thing is exhaust steam and not any, well, anything I want to keep in the firebox, mainly. A bit more coal in there, and also I'll turn that back on, just to use some of the insane amount of steam this thing is currently producing. And also to keep the water level at a very good level, which it's currently at. Mainly just so I can get it up to full speed and then just cruise. Because I want to get this thing from 65 to 75. That probably involves putting that back on. keeping the fire nice and big. Look how quick this thing's speeding up. Nice. Oh yeah. Water level is going down a bit, but it's manageable. Especially if I pull that back a bit. Which will both use a bit less water and also use steam a bit slower, which is probably necessary because I'm currently using a lot of steam. And also, it is producing steam insanely fast, but it is using steam insanely fast. There's a difference between insane and insane. You say it in the full I am the table voice if it is that insane. Which it currently is, unfortunately. But I think I can do at this point, because I'm now going fast enough and on flat enough terrain. I can pull the cut-off back a bit more. Oh yeah, that's increasing the pressure again. That's a nice whistle on this thing. Good God, we're moving! Oh yes. Oh, now we're on the sort of getting on the Dawlish seawall now. Look at this. Doing 73 miles an hour, which is more or less full speed. And that's good timing because I need to put this thing on. That will involve tanking the pressure a bit, but Coolio, yes. I'm currently spamming R right now to get it to fire as much as I can. Don't know if you can hear that. Hold on. Ah! Whistle made a bit of a funny noise there. My God, this bit of track's a bit rough, isn't it? It's not the worst of it, I can assure you that. Through Teignmouth. Oh, no, 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 no. It is not good through Teignmouth, and I'll tell you when we get to Teignmouth. You'll be able to tell when we get to Teignmouth, because the whole local will just go... It'll feel like you're about to derail. Mainly because I think the track's a bit of a wacky shape through that. Yeah, I'm going to slightly reduce that. I was getting to a point where the pressure isn't horrible, I guess. I probably don't want to put any extra coal in there because it'll just make it burn worse. Yeah, it's producing steam at its max rate, I think, and its steam use is staying about where it is. And it's not too bad, I guess, and also, apart from anything else, I am going a bit quick. Why is my steam usage going up? Oh, I'm going to shut off one of the injectors, partially to use a bit less water, partially to increase the heat of it. Okay, yeah, that's going to go up really fast now. Shut off one of them dampers, thank you very much. Except for the fact that it's slightly slowing us down, so yeah, I'm going to put that back on, I think. Okay, yeah, the steam generate's still really high, so yeah, I think we're fine. Especially since the speed limit's going to go down in a tiny bit. But yeah, we're going really fast now. This is full speed. Like proper full speed now. 75 miles an hour. In fact, I think we're now speeding. Yes, we're definitely going too fast now. Oh, God. Stop! Well, not stop. Just slow down a bit. Oh, crud. I definitely overcooked the braking there. I think I saved it, more or less. Yeah, I'm gonna... That was a bit chaotic. Bring the fire back up a bit, because it is now a bit cooled. Then I need to slow it down again. Leave it at a state where it's about... staying where it is, more or less. Just realised the pressure will be going down while it's doing this, so I'd rather... Yeah, I'm still going a bit quickish. I'll momentarily shut that thing off. Apart from anything else, I'm going to have to go through these tunnels. Not burning very well. Yeah, I think it's because of the chaotic slowing down I just did. I'm having to juggle a lot of controls right now. Apart from the fact I definitely need to put more water in this thing, and I can't, well, I think I now can. Are there more tunnels? Yes, there are. Oh! At least this bit's pretty. I mean, look at this. Shame you can't see it, because... I'll probably keep it at the sort of speed it is now, because it'll only be a 75 limit for a tiny bit. And then it'll go down again. So, I'm gonna... when it comes out this tunnel, I'm gonna open this thing back up. Put that injector back on and put more coal in there. But I could probably do with turning that off again. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm good in terms of the... Yeah, I'm good in terms of steam, so do that. Good, good, good. Aside from the fact the steam production's going down, probably because I've shut that damper off. Oh god, here comes the worst... Here comes the single worst bit of track on this entire route right here. Everyone, hold on to something, because Teignmouth is chaos. Okay, yeah, hold on to something. So I should shut that thing off. 3, 2, 1, it's about here. And kabloingle. Yes! Ah! That is a painful bit of track there. Yeah, not pleasant that. Thing is, speed limit's about to go up again, so yeah, I should have foreseen. Ah, no, I did that in the wrong order. Yeah, that's not nice. I'm making a couple of minor, slightly chaotic errors. Right. No, I don't want power. Don't want power. Don't want power. Right. Getting the steam production back up. Yes! No! No, 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 no. Oh. I might want a slight draft in that. I get a little bit of a draft going. Yes! That's doing what I want it to do. Wait, no, it's not. Crud. That's not doing what I wanted it to do. Well, F. Okay. Right. Power. Speed and power. That's alright. I've definitely done more than half the distance and I've used nearly half of my water, so I think I'll be okay for that.
If not, that won't end well.
Well, that just went off. Yeah, I definitely need to slow down. Okay, yeah. That's pretty noticeable that slowing downage will be needed there. Put a bit of braking on. Put that about there. Yeah, we're going to the next stop. Okay. Yeah. What's my pressure doing? Absolutely taking a dive, but I can. Don't know if that's doing anything while I was trying to do that. Yeah, slowing down necessary, good lord. I'm probably going a bit too fast. Yeah, it's probably about there that I want it. It's gone up again, damn it. Oh, I need that down. It's probably the highest average viewer count I've had in quite a while. I'm quite surprised that's on a train simulator stream. Maybe I should stream this game more if people enjoy it. Maybe I'll take into account an idea I had. Now, I feel like this is a good time to reveal this idea now I've got like a number of people watching. Basically, my plan is to record a YouTube-only series where I play through all the Halo games in chronological order. I tried doing this on Twitch. As it turns out, they really don't like me streaming M-rated games, basically, and they won't even let me watch my own VODs. Nor will they let most of my friends even watch my streams in the first place. So, with YouTube being a bit more chilled out about Halo videos, I'm going to make it a YouTube-only series and just record it and upload it to YouTube. But I will probably do train simulator streams, because clearly it seems to work. Train go brr, train fun. Yeah, trains are good. Suddenly it seems like my longest running interest as a human being. That's the reason I'm called the Kitchen Table Train. I may as well live up to the train part of my channel name, right? I may as well be the Kitchen Table Train by driving steam engines on Twitch. And uploading the VODs to YouTube, because who doesn't want to watch me going brrr in a steam engine multiple times and not just watch it in a live stream? But yeah, it's going to be a Halo series on YouTube. I'll probably have started making by the time this video goes up. Well, maybe. Probably not, actually. Oh, I've got to stop hitting the wrong button to do that. Yeah, I'm good in terms of being in the station, so I may as well just put it here. Plop it there. Lovely. Right. To the 4 people watching this, you have been watching long enough to be about to see the single most difficult part of this entire journey that I'm going to be doing this stream. I'm going to be doing the Devon Banks. 3 insanely steep hills, 2 of which we will be going up. The first of which is the worst one, which is only a couple miles after setting off from here, meaning we probably won't be going full speed when we hit it. Unless I lock in and just make this thing go ridiculously fast, and then I'll probably end up hitting it with basically no steam pressure. Which is obviously not ideal. And indeed, I feel like in just a moment it'll be time to go. I'll get it up to 1050 on the fire, and then I will send it. Because I need to get this thing to go as fast as I can to hit the start of Dainton Bank. Godspeed, Mr. Table. Indeed, and you're going to be on this ride with me, mate. Let's do this. Canadian Pacific, I know you got it in you. You've got it in you to climb Dainton, and then Rattery, and then absolutely bomb down Hemerdon, because Hemerdon is another one of the Devon banks, but thank Christ we'll be going down that one on this direction. And indeed, here we go. A little bit of steam going in there. Just gently at first to make sure I don't accidentally do a burnout out of the stop. Because that would be undignified, wouldn't it? It was accelerating so vividly, I thought for a second it was losing grip. Nope, it's just accelerating very nicely. Probably want to keep it below 200 on a full cut-off. Maybe around 180-ish. There we go, we're speeding up really nicely. You can see the gauge moving. Look at that. Canpac's got the zoomies! Yeah, we're accelerating hard right now, because I want to be going as fast as I really legally can, basically, when I get to the foot of Dainton, because that is a nasty hill. Probably the worst hill we'll go up on this stream, except for the fact that Rattery, the one afterwards, is not quite as steep, but it is a lot longer. Rattery might actually be harder than Dainton in this direction. I'm pretty sure it's Rattery anyway. I think I looked it up a few times. I double checked and I think it is Rattery that we're going to go up, not something else that's there. Good God, that's loud! This thing is going. You can tell just by how much noise it's making. Good Lord! Right, get some heat in this thing. Oh, there's the start of Dainton there. I don't think it's visible at the bottom of this stream. No, it's not. I'm going to try and lift that up a bit. No, it just freezes the game up. Okay. Actually, you'll be able to see it, I think, if I do that. No. Flip. Right, take my word for it. We're going to start climbing Dainton about now. Yeah. Right, let's get the biggest fire in human history. Here we go, we're climbing. Fireman's basically going constantly for this, because we need heat. Yeah, we're dropping speed now because of how steep this is. Come on, Canpack. I can see the top! You see where that signal is about 1.5 miles away? That is the top of this, like, 1 in 40 something, maybe 1 in 40-ish hill. That might get even slightly steeper. It's so hard to tell because of the way this stream's ended up making this look, but my god is this hill steep. We're still doing 40, my god! This thing is powering! Okay, yeah, the smoke's just turned black. We definitely don't want to keep putting more water, more coal in it. My god, it's almost blowing through its own safety valves. Oh my god. Yeah, we've got this. We're making it. 0.9 miles from the top of the hill, and we are still doing 38. Oh, yeah. My god, 2 of the safety valves are now blasting themselves. The noise of it! Oh yeah, this is the steepest point right here. I think it might genuinely be the 1 in 37 up here. Let's see if we can get more cut off. Oh god. Not that much, Jesus Christ. No, I might have just screwed this whole thing. Ignore that. I think we'll still make it. Yeah, the top of the hill's basically where that tunnel is, like, right there-ish. Oh, crud, my water level's getting low. Yeah, good on speed now, we're speeding up now. Yes. But I pull the cutoff back to there-ish. Tell me that wasn't epic. Truthfully, tell me that wasn't just epic, that. Pull back the cutoff all the way here because we are about to go down an insanely steep hill. Oh dear! My god. The water level's just taken a complete dive. Yeah, I'm not going to accelerate at all for a little bit because the water level has just gotten pretty scarily low. You do not want your gauge glass looking like that. And that's because my water level effectively just died. That's because the water was all the way up here and sloshed back here, but then we went down and then it just went "Bleh," and I do not want the crown sheet on the firebox getting exposed, like that square thing right around here, this big old block, because that will blow the boiler up if that happens. Thankfully, that won't happen, I don't think. Good God, okay, yeah, the acceleration's getting a bit much. Brakes! Still not slowing down. Oh, crud. Yeah, going down this hill's arguably scarier than going up it, because my God, is it steep. Chaos! Oh my God. No, I'm alright. I don't want to be going way too fast. I think we're about to level off just a tad. Yeah, Dainton is scary steep. I've also opened that thing up just to make sure we keep, you know... Oh, God, I might not want to let the water get much higher than that. Crud. I'm multitasking a lot right now. I'm probably going to turn all the dampers off now, because that will cause the boiler pressure to go nuts. Please tell me this hill ends soon. Yeah, it does. Good. Yep, there we go. Touchdown, practically. That was like a plane landing. Good God. Yeah, we're not going to be going as fast for the rest of this, because the track speeds around here are usually hovering around 60 miles an hour. Right now it's 55. How much water have I got in the tender? 2,671. Oh, I'm fine. I bet I'm fine to complete the rest of this. No idea what those numbers on the back mean. On the coaches. Oh, I'm going too fast. Yeah, I've just realised I'm going too fast. Oh dear. Yeah, that happens when you're not quite paying attention to how fast you're going. I'll turn that back on a bit now. Oh, that safety valve just doesn't shut up, does it? Oh God, the headphones got stuck on something. There you go. Light! Let there be it. Whoa-hey. I can see where Rattery starts in a bit, so I'm going to put that back on, especially since the... I'm just going to make sure that's worked properly. Yeah, it has. I'm just double checking the chat thing. Sometimes it feels like it's not quite working. And pull that back down. There. Good, good, good. Yeah, we're about to... You know, we went up and down Dainton. We're about to go up Rattery, which is the other of the hideously steep Devon banks. In fact, if I zoom in a bit somewhere particular, you might see... Yeah, that is the precise moment right there where it suddenly goes woo in terms of steepness, basically. In fact, we're about to come past that. Good, you can hear it from all the way back there, look. Oh, look at that! That's just majestic. You'll actually see when it starts going up the hill. Absolute unit approaching. Yeah, absolute unit. Oh, it's going up now. You can visibly tell. Right. Cut off to insane levels. Dampers on. All dampers on. And cold. A lot of it. Yeah, Rattery's horrible in terms of steepness. Why is the coal level going down? I think it's burning so fast right now that it is not going up again, no matter how fast I shovel. This is carnage! Oh my god, I wish you could see how steep this looked on the thing that's showing on my screen here. God, Rattery's long. We're already doing 45. Good God, have I got both the injectors on? I have. How is it still... Oh, wait, no. That one was still off. Oh. Yeah, that's more. Oh! Steam usage rate's just gone nuts. Generation rate's gone down. Coal, 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 coal galore. We're getting to the top of Rattery. I can feel it. We're getting to the top. I can also see it on my mini-map thing. But we're getting to the top of this. Oh! I'm just going to keep adding coal as long as the smoke doesn't just turn dark as night. Because that means it's burning what I'm putting in. Until it does that. Yeah, this is definitely worse than Dainton. It's still going up and we're doing about the same speed it would when we pressed Dainton. Even after absolutely explosively losing grip near the top of Dainton. Which I haven't done here because I haven't been a half-wit this time. Okay, the boiler pressure's getting cooked. Okay, I just need to flipping get this boiler pressure back up a bit. Okay, yeah, the smoke's turned charcoal black. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, no. Sanders and cut off. No, I think the boiler pressure's too low to actually slip it right now, so I'm just going to put the cut off on max. Yeah, we're fine. It might be fine if I just did that. Yeah, right now it is. Okay. Until it's not. Oh, good God. That was bad. Right, yeah, I'm putting that back on. Are we cresting yet? I think we are. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'm fine. Crisis averted. Besides the fact I feel like the water level is about to die. Actually, no, it won't, because this doesn't have a sort of really steep other side that I have to worry about. I've just got to worry about not letting the steam pressure die. And also the fact I'm still going uphill. When does this end? Oh my god. What the heck has gone on with this camera view? Oh my god. It keeps going all the way up there. I wish I knew how steep this was. It's probably very steep to how much it's been struggling to accelerate. That sounds meaty. Water levels are a tad low. It's only got that much left compared to having that at the start. I'm sure I'll be fine. I've only got 19 miles to go. Aside from the fact it's struggling to accelerate. Oh god, don't tell me it gets steep again here. No, it seems okay. Oh god. These hills are murderous. Wait, no, I think I can see the... Yes, I'm about to get to the crest of Rattery. That's where Rattery crests. Right there, that's the crest of Rattery. God, that was awful, that one. Ugh. It's struggling to stay going quick again, isn't it? Oh my god. I won't need sanders, I bet. I'll just keep it where it is. It'll start speeding up eventually. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we've got over it now. And now this thing will send it. Still going uphill, but nowhere near as badly. I did that in the wrong order, but I need to turn that on before the safety valve blasts. Yeah, there we go. We're going now. That's real good. Oh god. Oh shoot. I did not know there was a tunnel there. Oh my god, it's long. Oh, this is going to be noisy for a while. Oh, we're going uphill again. Lovely, lovely, more hills, ah! It's still got all the injectors on. Good god, it's gaining pressure with all the injectors on, I think. That is slightly concerning, how much steam this thing's producing. god, the boiler pressure's gone completely mad. Look at this. Oh my god, it's just smoke screen the entire camera view. Okay, I'm going too fast. I'm going too fast. I'm going too fast. I just realised I had the blower on that whole time.
I am a dingus.
Oh my god, look at that. That is brilliant. Yeah, that was boingy. No. Okay, yeah, the water. I'm going. Steam generation rate has gone down the drain. Oh, no. Okay, you know, it's good. It's good. It's good. No, good. It's all good. It's just shot up all of a sudden. Good in terms of the cruise. Too fast. Too fast, too fast, too fast. God, probably because I've been streaming, this has been lagging really badly. To intervene with this thing. Here we go. This is going to be a nice shot through here. That's a long train. This is nice. Quite relaxing to me, honestly, by at this point, because we're just cruising along. Bit of a downhill helping us out. Look at that. Pretty happy boiler pressure, I'd say. Aha, yeah, we're about to get to the top of Hemerdon Bank, and then we are going to slam down that hill, go up there's another steep hill I forgot about, so we're going to slam down I nearly said Headington, that's completely the wrong place. Going to slam down Hemerdon, and then we're going to go up a really, really steep hill into Plymouth, where we will stop, because that's the end of the line. And I will put the power back on a bit. And I will put that back on, because I'm going to need to put a lot of water in the boiler as we go down Hemerdon. Partially because I want to speed it up a decent amount, which won't be difficult, because Hemerdon is 2 miles at 1 in 42. It is, I believe, the second steepest of the Devon banks. Rattery's the least steep, but it does make up for that in a way by being by far the longest. Like, very far the longest. Whereas Dainton's the shortest, but by a noticeable margin the steepest. At least going in the eastbound direction. We're going westbound, meaning we weren't actually on the steeper side of Dainton, but we're going to be going down the really steep bit of Hemerdon, where we're going to be going down it, so it will be making our lives a little bit easier, aside from the fact that I will need to brake to not go over speed. But luckily, speed limit's about to increase to 80 miles an hour right as we go down it. So that's nice. Well, 75 for this thing, but still, that's faster than we're going now. We're doing 60, or thereabouts. Anyway, you'll see it where the hill just dives. Might be on it already. Oh yeah, we're definitely on it. Oh, that's where it gets really steep. You can't even see the track. Yeah, you can barely see the track there because of how steep that is. But yeah. Yeah, that's a tank of water. I'll pull that back and I'm going to open the regulator. No, I'm not going to. Oh my god, we're already doing 70. Okay. So I'm going to put the blower on to keep the steam up. And then put the brakes on because my god, that's the fastest I have ever accelerated. Do not underestimate this damn hill. My god. 1 in 42 for 2 miles. Jesus. God, I genuinely have not seen many things spinning faster than that. That's ridiculous. Okay, we're doing 78. Crud, 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 crud. We're going too fast. Because the brakes sort of release themselves. That might be the reason those appear to be spinning so fast. My god. Doesn't sound like it's doing anything, probably because it's not. Aside from the fact it would be going way too fast if it was doing something. And we will need to slow down again, because the speed limit drops to 60 at the bottom of the hill. Oh crud, that's going to go really high in a second because of the flipping bottom of the hill. Yeah, I don't want to... Oh my god, yeah, that's going to go nuts in a second. Yeah. Going to chill that out a bit. Also going to just dump coal into it for the hill we're about to go up. Pretty much all the way until Plymouth, which is about 3 miles... Well, probably about 2 or so miles of just straight uphill. Yeah, we're definitely levelling off now. Or about to. Get up to 1050 on the... I'll get up to that nice round 1050 on the fire. Good. Keep a good eye on the... Put that back to there. Okay, it's a bit much on the power. Right, 70 limit. Go, go, flipping go. Well, for a bit. Wait, it goes up to 60 again? Oh wait, no, yeah, it's 70 for a little bit. And then it goes down to 60 and then 55, yeah. So it's not quite as long at that hill that I thought it was, probably because you started going a bit slowly, so it feels like you're on it for longer when you're going the other way, which is what I usually do. I don't know. Point is, big hill, going up. Or, for that camera, more going that direction. In fact, I'll keep the power applied because we will slow down as we go up here. Yeah, that's about alright for that. That's 60, okay. I'll drop it back a touch just to... Right, power. Okay, yeah, I want to slow down now. I don't even need to brake for the minute. In fact, I'm going to shut all that off, because I don't really need it now. Because I'm pretty much getting ready to stop. A little bit of braking going, maybe a bit more than that, because I can see, oh god, I can see where it goes to. 25? Yeah, shut up. I know it slows down a lot here, that's why I'm slowing down. I'm going too fast. Yep, pulling into Plymouth now. I'll use this thing just for a minute so it's a bit more chill, you know. Water's a touch low, but we're stopping anyway, so I'm going to put it on one injector. Yes. This is where we will be stopping. Plymouth. Platform 6 is this? No, this is 4. Platform 4. I think this is platform 4, yeah, because 6 is over that, the other side. This is platform 4. Fully in, right? Yeah. Plymouth. Plymouth, yeah. Plymouth Station, platform 4. And indeed, this is where, in just a moment, the doors won't open, whatever. And in just a second it'll say, well done, you have reached the end of this quick drive scenario. Oh, I didn't realise I sped that. Okay, ignore that. Apparently I was driving for 1 hour and 53 minutes and 31 seconds, drove 82 miles. That was quite a good stream, I think. That went quite well. So with that, until next time, remember, Speed Demon. Yeah, that's what CanPack is. Do you know what Canadian Pacific did in the 1960s? It's both the fastest and the oldest preserved member of its class. And the fastest member of its class ever. And the fastest Southern Railway steam locomotive ever. That specific one. And I've seen it in real life. Do you know what it managed to do? In its service life, one time on the Southern Main Line, basically, it once clocked 105 miles per hour, which for a locomotive with 74-inch driving wheels is a lot. Especially since it was only ever designed to run at 85. So 105 is insane. And also, one time it managed to do London Waterloo to Basingstoke, which is something like 41 miles. Something like 40... Hold on. Let me do the calculation here. How many miles? I'm trying to figure out how many miles London Waterloo to Basingstoke is. It's 45 miles. So 45 miles. How do you calculate average speed again? I'm trying to figure it out. That's definitely not right. That can't be right either. Hold on. Okay, so it is... I forgot to do one conversion. So it is 45 divided by... Yeah, it managed to do London Waterloo to Basingstoke in 41 minutes. That is averaging 66 miles an hour. Bearing in mind how long it takes to get up to speed, holy bejesus, is that fast! So on that note, and a reminder on how much of a beast this locomotive is, especially since it managed to get 13 coaches over Dainton and Rattery, which is nuts in this game. And also, I'd say pretty good driving on my part. On that note, I will end the stream. So until next time, remember, I am the table!